Am I live? It's hard to tell because I don't. I can't see my own thing on my YouTube. I can't see my own stream. Hey, okay, I am live. I guess you guys can you hear me? Okay, awesome, awesome. Wow, thanks for being here, guys. I'm reluctant to reveal my face. It's I've had a rough week. It's been a rough week, and I hope I don't. I hope it. It's hard to be you're a judge of your own. It's hard to be a judge of yourself, So maybe it looks. I think I look better than I did, but it's been a very hard week, and I'll explain as we get rolling here. But yeah, it's been nasty. So let's see how am I look how do I look on camera? Am I too dark? Um, I have my lights in here in my room and in my like everything way down. I'm sorry to hear that, Vigeli. Yeah, like it's this eye here. I don't know if you can. It's been horrible. I haven't really talked publicly about it, but I somehow let me lower this a little bit. Somehow over the last, I guess it was on the last day of November, first day of December. So I remember I took a nap and I woke up and I went to talk to my girlfriend. I was talking to her online, called her, did a video call with her, and like I was sitting here in my chair and I was looking up at the screen and I was just like, oh, like it's like I couldn't, like it's like I was like asleep at the chair. It was like I couldn't, like I couldn't wake up. I just every time I look at the screen, I just like I didn't know what was going on, and so I went to lay back down and I looked at my phone. It was like, what's going on here? I can't look at my phone. And so I said, okay, I guess I'm just so tired. I guess I'm just so tired still that my eyes won't stay open. And I laid down, and I was laid down. I was like, what is going on? Like my eye feels so strange. And so I just start. I guess I shouldn't have rubbed it, but it probably wouldn't have mattered. I started like, like what's going on here? Because I didn't know it was a problem. I thought I just rub the sleep out of my eyes or whatever. And then I get this sensation in my eyelid, like there's like something stuck in it. And I was like, oh, man, I got a hair in my eyelid. Like what is going on here? And so I'm like, I try to like pull back my eyelid and look under, and I couldn't find anything. And Ellie looked at my eye and she's like, yeah, it looks like it's red under there. And um, it just gets worse and worse and worse. This funky feeling, and next thing you know, it's itchy and sore. And um, I thought I had a sty, and so I got on. I also had like a slightly runny nose, and was sneezing a little bit, and so I called virtual care. I did like a video care, doctor care thing, and he gave me some. He said, there's a 24-hour pharmacy near me, and he gave me these eye drops. And on the diagnosis, he put me as conjunctivitis, which is pink eye. And I was like, how on earth do I have pink eye? Like I'm in this room all the time. Like I barely even go out anymore because I just work all the time. Like I haven't been exposed to anybody else to catch pink eye. Like how did I get pink eye? And I look in the mirror, and sure enough, my eye is turning like bright red. And the doctor said, well, it's possible that you could have had a mild staph infection, like some staph, some from your nose or from your skin or something, somehow got in your eye. And I said, okay, maybe that's plausible. And but I was like, if this is pink eye, this sucks. And so I went to the store, I went to the pharmacy, got this stuff, and started using it immediately. Next day, I wake up and I mean, I don't have any pictures from that day, but I don't want to get into too gory of details. But like, my eye would not open, and then when it would open a little bit, like this, just like liquid would come pouring out of it, and then it would be like crusted shut. Oh my gosh, it was horrible, and I couldn't look at any screens. It would like blind me to look at any kind of screens at all. It's still like I've got, like, you can't see obviously on my screen, but like I've got the blue light filter like maxed out on my screen right now. Like everything's a very deep red, like orange tint. I still, if I like, I've been playing on my Steam Deck some to kind of get my eyes more adjusted to normal colors, and I can do that for maybe 30 minutes to an hour. But I mean, it's not perfect. I mean, I don't think I'm contagious anymore, but like my eye still itches a little bit. You can't, like, I mean, if you look, this one kind of looks like sort of lazy probably. And if you look in the mirror, like, it's definitely darker around the edges than my other eye. I have a couple of pictures from it, but I'll spare you guys the gory details. It was horrible. It's been a horrible week. I've never had pink eye before. 38 years old, never had pink eye. And not fun. Not fun. I have no idea how I got it. I have no idea how I got it. It doesn't make any sense. My room is not a pigsty. I guess maybe my sheets on my bed needed to be cleaned. I don't know. I have no idea. But since I got it, I've just been locked in this room because I didn't want to give it to Ellie or contaminate anything in the apartment. So I've literally just been in this box in this room for like a week doing nothing. So like I've been having to order all my food. I'm getting tired of that. Like I have been sedentary, not doing anything. I've literally just been in this room. That's it. My bathroom in this room. That's all. Like I will like go out in the living room and open the front door to get my food or something, or lock the door, and I will like cover my hand with a towel to make sure that I don't contaminate anything. Like that's been my whole life for this past week. But I haven't been able to teach either because I haven't been able to look at a screen for longer than 30 minutes at a time at the most. And so I don't know how long I'll be able to stream today. We'll see how long my eyes can handle, this. And I got my light overhead on too, which I've been leaving my overhead light off. I tried turning my soft boxes on. That was a bad idea. So we'll see how long I can hold it. So I've got these are antibiotic drops. They've definitely helped. And this is like artificial tears. Helps moisten my eyes. And this is what I originally bought before I got diagnosed. It was when I thought I had a sty. I got this like ointment that was supposed to clear styes up, but I didn't have a sty. So this stuff is so expensive. This little bottle of sty ointment was $16. This thing's smaller than my finger. It was $16, and it isn't even what I needed. But obviously you can't return it. So all right, so now that that's out of the way, now that you guys, some of my students are in here. Like I've canceled all my lessons this week, all of them, and I hate it because that's a week of money that I don't make, or at least it's a week of like not teaching. So it extends another week of before I get paid from people again. So that's like, money sucks too. So I don't love when I have to cancel lessons, but I mean I can't look at screens. I mean, I just couldn't. Absolutely nothing I could do. All right, so actually, let me edit something here. I don't know why my little widget won't update the voice lesson drawing thing. It's actually at 20 out of 90. I'm doing a thing across Twitch and YouTube to where donations, super chats, bits, whatever. Once I hit $90, I will do a drawing for everyone who donated 10 or more toward a free lesson with me. So, yeah. Anyway, and I guess alerts aren't really working very well on my stuff for some reason. Like I don't see them. I don't know why. I don't see. Everyone else sees them, but I don't. So I guess I can leave my phone up and see if one pops up. But I'm not saying you guys should donate or anything like that. That's completely like not necessary. I'm just doing this as an incentive so people can so people will. Oh yeah, Thanks. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm better. I'm not fine yet. Like my eye still itches. I'm not. It's still slightly red, but it's not like swollen shut and like dark red anymore. But it definitely still itches. Like on the edges of it, especially itches like crazy. Yeah. I was actually. We could watch that here. I don't think I'll get copyright. I don't like. It's even got my name in the title. Like if I get if this stream gets taken down for me watching something with my name in it that I'm credited in. Like let me see if I can pull this up. Let me see here. Yeah, we could all watch this together. Let me get this pulled up. I don't think that they're signed by UMG. I don't think Blossom Cult is signed by them. When did I do it? I recorded it about 3 months ago. I recorded it at the end of September. Yeah, I hope that. Well, I mean, hey, you know what? Janos is my student, and if Blossom Cult is now, if they've gotten, if they got signed to UMG, I am so proud of Janos, and I will hit him up for that royalty check ASAP. All right, let's see what we got here. See if I can get this to work on here. It's a little bit different on YouTube than it is on Twitch. Of course, it's not picking up the window. Hang on, guys. Give me a sec. See if I can. Nope, it's not streaming the window. Give me a second, guys. I'll figure this out. Yeah. I did the back, like the harmonies, like the choral sounding harmonies at the end of it. I don't know why. All right, bear with me, folks. I don't want to restart the stream. I might need to blind you guys for a minute. Hang on. I'm still here. I'm just gonna delete and re-add this scene, and then I have to make some adjustments and stuff. So annoying. I'm still here. Just bear with me. It's still not working. What? Okay. It was cool. I felt you got buried a bit in the mix. Hey, that was not my call. I had nothing to do with that. Not my decision. Bear with me, guys. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I could just do this as a display capture. I hate doing this as a display capture. Wait a minute. Okay. So now what I gotta do is somehow I gotta make it smaller. Now I gotta so I gotta find the YouTube video itself. I guess it's gonna be kind of like this-ish. Sorry you're having to see this, people. Yeah, I don't know why it's doing this, but all right, let's pull this up here. Yeah, I guess, oh, I can't see to change it. All right. Let's do this a different way then. Maybe it'll pick up this window. Ready? All right, let's see if this works. I'm so irritated. It's so random. Some of this stuff is just so arbitrary. It works one day and then it just doesn't work the next. Well, now, okay, well, now it just magically works. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Just completely arbitrary. All right, so let's do, aha. All right, so yeah, I don't understand how this works. I don't understand why it just works and then doesn't, but something that is beyond my monkey brain, I guess. Okay, so this needs to be brought over a little bit. I don't know why it's blurring out when I try to do this. All right, well, you can't see the title, but this will have to work for now. So this is called Wake Up by Blossom Cult. This is, the lead singer is Janos Krusenbaum. He's one of my voice students. You've probably seen him around. But yeah, this is their music video just released last week, featuring none other than a certain one Zach Ansley. Here we go. I don't know why I can't see the chat. Hold on.
time to rise from my slumber lasted most of my life, but I always felt this longing outside of the sky. Souls be so brave, they've always been there, but hidden away. Wake up!
Why Yano's breathing all many times.
Wake up! All I've been
Hey, you know what?
told and all
I
I
like to say my
believed
kids
is
don't
a
do art
lie.
anymore.
Nothing remains of the world I've known all my life. It takes all of my wind to leave the south bed. The man of the past, he takes a first stumbling into a world that's unknown, and I see the men with the secret crowns. I learn the truth, and it's hard to digest. We all are but pawns in a big game of chess. All I've been taught and all I believed is a lie. Nothing remains of the world I've known all my life. Wake up, mankind.
Right here.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up! Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Yeah, so that's it. It's fun. Fun little thing. People finally, Zach's a metal singer. No, not really. That'll hush some of the critics that say that what have you done? I mean, yeah, I'm not famous, but yes, my voice is on some material, and I have sung an operatic sound ish in a metal song, kind of. Yep. So that was it. So my goal here today, again, we're on YouTube, so I'll go straight to chop suey. I guess I'll let Janos know that it's it makes you think a system of a down. Yeah, so on YouTube, I can't really do a lot of vocal reaction type stuff because the stream will get taken down. So when if you weren't here on my last YouTube stream, the idea is I'm just going to do a Q&A. I'm not making a video this week because I wasn't able to, and my editor has the weekends off. So even if I started recording, it wouldn't be out till next week anyway. And I don't want to have I use a relatively decent quality camera, and the redness in my eye would be extremely apparent if I made a video with that camera. So I don't want to do that because I don't want it up on the internet forever with people being like, is this dude on cocaine or something? Like, why does his eye look this way? So I'm waiting until my eye is better to make a video. I imagine it'll probably be okay Monday-ish, and I'll make a video next week. I had a plan to make 2 videos this past week, but it just, you know, everything failed. Nothing worked out. So, you put on shades. Yeah, I guess so. So there was also, so I was going to make 2 videos. So what I'm doing is, once a month, I'm making an analysis of a Filipino singer, because that's such a huge market. And I've learned now that, you know, I have a Filipino girlfriend, so I've learned quite a bit about their culture. And they actually, you know, I used to have an issue with YouTubers who would make content from the Philippines and stuff, because a lot of them were just milking the audience. But the thing is, what I've learned, and the way I'm trying to approach it a little bit differently, maybe it's just cope, I don't know. There is a dearth of real singing education in the Philippines. Like, but singing is just like, it's such an, it's just like the core of their culture. I mean, everybody sings. When I talk to my girlfriend and I talk to her family and stuff on video calls, like, they're always singing. People walk down the street singing. You can hear neighbors next door singing. People just sing. It is just everything from old Filipino songs to like pop songs to rock songs. They're just always singing. Always. I mean, really, I can't exaggerate that. There's almost, I mean, I'd say 80% of the time when I'm on a call with her, I can hear somebody singing in the background. So the country doesn't have a lot of really good vocal education, and so most of their talent that comes from their country is homegrown. You know, they don't have singers that are really extremely well trained. I mean, they have some, but to get that degree of education is very expensive for them. And so most of their singers, people that get on like the equivalent of America's Got Talent, they call it Wish, like a radio station there. Most of them are just homegrown people that kind of, you know, moved their way up the ranks, and they were just standout talents in their barangay or province or whatever, in their neighborhood. And so I think a lot of them are looking for someone to give some insight on singing. And so me talking about their singers is something that they appreciate. They don't see it as exploitative. Now, I know for a fact that there are YouTubers who do use it to be exploitative, that they know that you know, there aren't a lot of copyright claims for the area, and they can get 1 million views on their videos from the Philippines, and so they get, you know, they get a lot of money from it. I don't make any money right now. I'm not even monetized on YouTube, and not anymore. I used to be, not anymore. So it's for me, it's about growing the audience and, you know, extending my sphere a little bit. I really need to get to 10K subscribers, because that's the way to get, you know, things sort of. That's the way to push things forward with the channel again. But the algorithm has changed, and I made a shorts channel, Zach's Vocal Clips. Check that channel out. It's literally just my shorts. Subscribe to it if you can. I don't care if you watch it or not, but apparently the way the algorithm works now is they want you to make a secondary channel with shorts that links to your main channel, because if you put shorts and long form on the same channel, your content gets saturated, and the algorithm doesn't like you don't get the same quality audience. People who are used to watching shorts will go onto your long form stuff and only watch for 20 seconds, and that kills your watch time. But then the people who watch long form don't typically like shorts. So apparently the right thing to do is have a channel for both. So follow Zach's Vocal Clips. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand why they can't just show everything evenly. I don't know why they've got to make this algorithm pay attention to watch time and all this stuff. I don't understand it. I guess it's all involving ad revenue and, you know, how people get paid, I guess. But that's too big for my monkey brain. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see how long it can hold up. I can already feel my eye getting a little bit like like kind of hanging a little bit. It feels like it's, you know, struggling a little bit to hold up. We'll see. So anyway, this is a Q&A predominantly. So ask me anything. AMA, Zach edition. I would say we could roast some comments on my channel, but I've started deleting stuff. I wouldn't say I don't delete them because that will hurt me in the algorithm. I make it to where some of them aren't visible, and it's not because like I want to make it clear that I don't do that because I don't want like criticism or people challenge my ideas. Stuff that like in good faith questions what I'm saying I'm fine with, but like I get so many I get comments telling me to unalive myself and like, you suck, you can't do anything, blah, blah, blah. Like, stuff that isn't productive, I just hide it. Just because I don't want to see it, and it's just a waste of everyone's time. You can start with new questions in the Discord Q&A channel. Oh, yeah. Good idea. I've been so out of the loop that I forgot I even had a questions thing. Alright, what we got? Oh, okay. Alright, here we go. My chat isn't updating in my... Okay, let me refresh it here. There we go. All right. This is not Nick. I booked a lesson with a new voice teacher for musical theater. How can I tell if she's the right fit for me or a good teacher? And how can I prepare for that first lesson, both in singing for her and seeing if she's for me? Good question. I have a video about this. It's old, and I'll probably make a new one pretty soon. I believe that any voice teacher with a true understanding of physiology of the voice can teach anyone, theoretically. As long as they're a good communicator. A lot of people will just make you feel good about yourself because they want you to come back, because they want you to keep paying them. See if they give honest critique. Ask them why. Like, oh, do this exercise. Well, okay, I'll do it. What's the purpose of this exercise? Like, what am I doing this for? What is this working on? And if they say, well, it's your placement. Okay, what is placement? Placement is your compression of your supraglottic hyperlaryngeal vibratory phonator. Like, if they start doing that, like giving you this vague stuff and they can't very clearly articulate why you're doing what you're doing, not a good fit. If they only praise you, not a good fit. And you can let me clarify that. You can correct someone gently. So like, if someone doesn't say, "Oh, well, that was bad," but they say, "Hey, well, let's try this another way." That's fine, but ask them, "Hey, what's going on?" Ask them why. Get them to explain themselves. And if you walk away from the lesson feeling like that you know less than you started when you went in, not a good fit. See if they try to go too far with you too fast. Like see if they meet you at your level. You're gonna feel a little tired. That's normal. How do you prepare for your first lesson? Don't. Just bring water. Don't prepare. No, have something that you can sing to let them hear, but don't go in with any preconceived notions or expectations, or let them guide you. Don't try to dictate the lesson. Next question from Ellie. How to prepare a voice for recording versus for the stage? Well, good question. The best thing that I can say is sing the same. Stick to the technique that you have when you're on stage, because that's, if you've got good technique, you got good technique. But be ready when you're in a vocal booth to not be able to rely on that internal feeling and sound of resonance that you get used to hearing when you're in rooms with good acoustics, or like more open live acoustics, because vocal booths kill it. It's like it's dead. It's muffled. Your own voice, it sounds like it doesn't sound like there's any resonance at all on the outside. So just trust that the resonance is there. It's just going to sound a lot drier. That's the one huge thing. How to take care of the voice, not just for singing, but for voice acting. I don't know. The what I've always said about that is that, like she's specifically talking about vocal effects. I think that there's something to be said for the fact that, and this is something that's not talked about enough. And I think this might be something, I'm not trying to get political, but I think that the general sentiment in America about unions and unionizing is it keeps these types of topics under the rug a little bit. But voice actors have a union, and theater people have unions too, and in those unions, part of what they do is they protect the people within the union. So like if a studio's saying, hey, you've got to do this monster voice effect, and we want you to do 100 takes of it in the next 2 days, and it's 30 minutes, well, it's ridiculous. Let's say 10 minutes of a clip, and you got me 100 takes. Well, the union could step in and say, hey, that's not good for this, my person's voice. Like, we're not doing this. That's not, they advocate for the health of the worker. If you are unionized and you're a voice actor, I would say that they probably will help you in that regard. I don't know. There's not a lot of study on this. There's really not. There's just not. There's techniques you can learn, but again, it's just like singing. I just don't know how many of these techniques and practices and methods are good for the voice's, longevity. I don't know. I mean, there's all sorts of things you can practice to make certain sounds, but it's just like singing. Like, just because you can make a sound doesn't mean that it's something that's healthy. I mean, just because it's edible doesn't mean you should eat it, kind of thing. I don't know. It's a good question. Roy Khan plays clarinet, this is from OLN, as part of his warm-up routine. Good idea, bad idea. So, I don't know about clarinet specifically, but I will say this. There are certain commonalities that I run into from students of different paradigms that come from different backgrounds, and one commonality that I run into when it comes to students who come to me wanting to learn to sing from wind instruments or brass instruments is that they have a very poor conception of how breath is used for singing. And it makes sense, because when they play an instrument, the idea is to deliberately push air out at a certain rate to create the vibration required to play the instrument. But with singing, it's more of a air and diaphragmatic retention thing. So it's kind of the opposite. And a lot of times when I have instrumental people that play wind instruments, they come to me, we have to do a lot of breath support work. I don't know. I would say that don't lean in too much into how you something like a clarinet, the way you use the air, because it's very different from singing. I don't think there's tons of people who sing and play clarinet, so I don't think that they can't coexist, but certainly don't take the same approach to breathing, for sure. You definitely want to get coached separately for the way that you use air with a wind instrument compared to how you sing. Good question, though. Well, that's all the questions. That was pretty quick. Yeah, my eyes starting to dry out. Ugh, I can already feel it. Roasting time. What am I roasting? What am I going to roast? My eye's roasting right now. Let me put some drops in, guys. Hold on a second. I want you to see this. Ugh. Yeah, the main reason I did this stream is just so that there is something on YouTube that pops up in the algorithm for my channel, and I do get some watch time on the for the week, because it wants you feeding it, and I've got to get my watch time up to get my monetization back. I mean, it's not like the only reason that I want to get monetization back is so that it bumps me in the algorithm. Like, honestly, like, my monetization on YouTube's a joke. You know, I don't make any money in ad revenue, so it's not about trying to make money from it. It's just trying to, you know, justify them pushing me in the algorithm, which when you're monetized, they do, because, you know, they're trying to make money off of you, so they bump you up. And it used to be you had to have 4,000 hours of watch time per year to be monetized. Now it's 3,000 for the minimum level and then 4,000 for the full level. And I'm hovering right below 3K over the last year, but I also didn't put out any content in over a year. So I should be back over 3K pretty soon. But it's funny. I mean, I don't know. My videos are just doing worse than they used to. I don't understand why. I'm trying to do trendier content. I don't know. And none of it makes any sense to me. You know, I'm not going to give up, but it's demoralizing now in a different way from what it was before. You know, before I was getting popular, but I had people trying to find me, and I had like the you know, internet lynch mob, you know. But now it's kind of like, I don't even understand how to reach audiences anymore. None of it makes sense. I mean, I've been, you know, poking at all sorts of demographics and stuff, and Expedition 33 did well, but it didn't even do that well. So I don't know. I don't understand. It's like videos, the algorithm now has this thing where it's almost like it boosts you and then it just stops. It's like you just drop off with views. Like the Expedition 33 video, like went up, and then just flatlined, and it hasn't grown at all since. Like I don't. It's like the algorithm just said, okay, now you've got 2,800 views. Okay, you're done. No more views for you, and it just stopped. You know, I don't understand it. Doesn't make any sense. Now, I've researched this stuff too. I've done some market research, and I've tried to watch some videos and do some reading on how the algorithm works now, but it's not. Yeah, my eyes are really starting to bother me. I might need to knock off here. I don't want to. I want to hang out more. I haven't done much of anything, but yeah, it's starting to really bother me. See, this isn't even 45 minutes. This is why I'm not teaching. I couldn't even get through a whole lesson. Like, I need to go, like, turn all the lights off and bury my face in my pillow in the dark. Guys, I want to hang out. If you got some more questions, please throw them my way, but otherwise, no, I don't have an eye patch. I've just been doing like this whenever I need to. But it's weird. Even doing like this, it still doesn't really help. It kind of does, but not great. But yeah, this is the closest thing I've been doing to it. It's rough. Do not recommend pink eye. I do not recommend it. It's not pleasant, not fun. In the words of the oh so knowledgeable, wise Rackham Willie, wasn't no fun. If you don't know, that's a deep cut meme. If you don't know that one, that's a deep cut. That's like mid 2000s tier meme, early YouTube, early internet. I guess I'm turning into a boomer. I talk in memes from the 2000s. I don't have Riz. Any more questions? Because if not, I'm going to give my eye a break. Plans for content in the new year? Yeah. So you'll. I guess I can tell you guys. You're hearing it here first. I'm working on an ebook. Actually, it's not going to be like. It's just more of a. It's going to be something that it's just going to kind of be an overall more of a it's not gonna be a vocal instruction book, but more of like my philosophy on how to approach singing, like a book on more about how to think about singing. And that's I got this program called Descript, and what I'm basically doing is, and this is kind of cheating but not really because it's all my content. What I've done is taken Descript and I'm putting all of my videos through it, and it's gonna like make a script out of every video I've ever made. I thought it'd be an interesting idea to put that through like Claude or Grok or ChatGPT or something like that, and get it to kind of create a bullet list of my most talked about topics, like the things that I bring up the most in my videos, and I'm gonna make an ebook around those topics, let's say like the 10 most commonly discussed things in my videos, because I think that those, it's impossible for me to collate that kind of data on my own, but I figure like an ebook that will cover like my top 10 most important vocal topics, or the things I care about the most because I talk about it the most. It'll be good that I can just have something to, so people can read, and I'll be able to expand on it individually a little bit more when writing about it than when I like randomly just talk. I don't really like scripting my YouTube videos. I don't like doing that. So, but I do like writing. So I'm not gonna do I'm not just gonna say Chat GPT write me a book and the copy. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just using it so that I can get a list of like my most commonly talked about topics. So that will be coming in. I'll when that gets done, I'll sell it. It's not going to be super expensive or anything like that. Like I'm not going to be like one of those $39.99 for my new ebook. It's not. It's not going to be that expensive. I want it to be something that's accessible, so it'll be pretty cheap. I'm thinking like $10, something like that. I don't know what the common going rate for an ebook is, but I figure like $10 seems reasonable. So that's in the works. That's actually only reason I haven't gotten further with it already is that Descript only lets me use a certain amount of hours per month. And since I have like 100 videos that are long form, I need like 100 hours of descripting. It's already I've already got 270 pages of script. So well, it's probably gonna end up being like 600 or 700 pages of script, or maybe even 1,000, which is crazy to think about. That my YouTube videos have 1,000 pages of content. It's wild. It's crazy to think about. Makes me wonder, like, how do people write books that are that long? That's pretty cool. That's coming. YouTube video content. So I'm doing a Filipino video monthly. I'm working on a series of basic like pedagogical concepts. Like I already did one, like where I analyzed myself, and the next one is going to be about how warm-ups. And I cannot. I mean, it's just an insurmountable number to count of how many people have asked me about make a video about vocal warm-ups. So I'm going to do it, but it's not going to be what people expect. I'm not going to make a video teaching people to do warm-ups. I'm going to make a video talking about the anatomy of a good warm-up, why we warm up, and why you shouldn't listen to YouTubers about warm-ups. That's going to be number 2, and that's ironic that I'm a YouTuber, I know. In the third of the series is probably going to be, I've already done a video kind of about this, but I made a video a long time ago talking about like bad signs of a voice teacher. I'm going to kind of make a video about good voice teachers, like what am I looking for in a voice teacher? What's the, how do I choose a voice teacher? Then I'll probably do. So the pedagogy series is going to be 5 videos long, and I will probably do one of them on vowels, like IPA, understanding vowels and why vowels are so important, and then the last one will probably be something along the lines of like what the difference between I said I don't know how to word it yet. I have to think about it, but I know what the idea is. I just don't know how to state it quickly. Kind of like the idea of how do you know if you have a healthy philosophy with your singing practices, or like how do I identify good vocal habits and that kind of thing, something like that. So the idea of the vocal pedagogy series isn't going to be to teach people to sing, but it's more to teach people how to practice, teach people how to approach singing, not teach them to sing, but to kind of give people, well, because one thing that I've gotten a request for is like beginners don't really know where to look, and so I'm not going to say come to me, I'm going to teach you everything on YouTube, but I do want beginners to come to me and say, okay, what do I look, what do I do? And I say, okay, well, watch these videos, and after these videos, it's not going to help you sing, it's not going to help you sing immediately, but it's going to help you know how to find resources. You're gonna know what to look out for, and you're gonna know how to listen to yourself. You're gonna know how to analyze yourself. You're gonna know how to prioritize certain things. How do I strive to sing like Yoko Ono? Hey, anyone can sing. Anybody can sing like Yoko Ono. There you go. That's my new propaganda statement. Everyone can sing. And yes, Yoko Ono included, or you can be just like Yoko Ono, or anybody can sing as long as you try to sound like her. What do I think about Paul and John as singers? I mean, take or leave. I'm not a big Beatles fan. I know that's sacrilege. The whole question, are you a Beatles fan? Are you a Stones fan? I'd definitely be more of a Beatles fan. But as I got older, I learned the role the Beatles had in the degradation of a lot of elements of music that I appreciate. They were icons of the recording industry. I have a lot of issues with the recording industry. The whole like celebrity status that came from music like that, I'm not a big fan of it. I also don't like some of the personal decisions that some of the members of the Beatles made in their lives outside of being band members. Like, for example, if you have millions of ladies screaming at you anytime you walk anywhere, and you have a mob of women, why do you choose a 14-year-old? Like, I don't know, like stuff like that. When I start hearing that kind of thing about people, it makes me it deters me from involving myself much in what they do. So, not a huge Beatles fan. When I was a kid, I loved the Beatles. Revolver, Abbey Road. I never got into Sgt. Pepper's, which is weird because like Sergeant Pepper's is one of the like founding father albums of the prog genre, and it never clicked with me for some reason. I did like Yellow Submarine. But yeah, I was much more of a fan of stuff like Revolver. The best singer King Crimson had. Uh hmm. I didn't really like any of King Crimson singers. Um I mean, this sounds cliche, but the I don't remember his name. Hold on. Like so, like I'm an Emerson Lake and Palmer fan, so I guess I'm biased. Um, Greg Lake, but I mean he's not a great singer. Like I would not call him a great singer. Um, but because I like him the most because he's an ELP, I guess I would say him. I don't think that King Crimson. You know, so here's the, this is I'm gonna this is a oh man I'm gonna lose some fans if the wrong people hear this. I'm not a big fan of early prog, other than Gentle Giant. Like I don't like Yes, I don't like Genesis. I'm very lukewarm on King Crimson. I like In the Court of the Crimson King. I like some Emerson Lake and Palmer. I'm not a huge fan of Rush. Rush is okay. I like a few of their songs, you know, but I can't even. I don't even like. There's not even an entire Rush album that I enjoy. Don't like Caravan. Don't like Camel. Um, no, I come on, man. Yes is P. I don't like him. Don't like. Yeah, I don't like Yes. I don't like John Anderson's voice. Just don't. That's the thing. The reason, and this goes back to the Blue question. I don't like prog singers from the most prog singers. I don't like them. There are only a few that I really like, and I think that in the '60s and '70s, pretty much every singer in prog I found to be insufferable. Poor intonation. They sounded really whiny and thin. Like, just Peter Gabriel, Pink Floyd. It's funny because as a kid, Dark Side of the Moon was my favorite album. Like my mom literally had to hide our cassette of it because I listened to it all the time. From when I was like 2 until 4 years old, 5 years old, all I listened to was Pink Floyd. But as I got older, I liked them less and less. Um, Pink Floyd doesn't really do it for me. I still like the Dark Side of the Moon album. I think it's very good. Um, but I don't really like it. Uh, I wouldn't say technicality. James LaBrie's never been the most technically proficient singer. He was in the early years. He was more listenable. The quality of his voice was more listenable. Um, I don't think any prog singers are very technically sound. I'm just going to say that too. I haven't heard any prog singers that I would say have like super great technique. Some of them have improved. Michael Ockerfeldt his technique has improved over the years. Um, Russell Allen, he's had a good career. Like he's sustained his voice well, but in terms of like traditional singing technique, his technique's not very good. Um, you imagine Dio in a prog album like his, You know, I made those videos about Dio, and I appreciate what Dio did. I understand his role in metal, and I think that he was a rare example of someone who sung that style in a way that was sustained. I've put this on record, but I don't really like Dio's music. That's the thing. What's so weird about this is that my whole channel is that I got kind of dumped into this algorithm full of a bunch of music that I don't really like. um, no, that sounds weird, but I'm not a big metal fan. Like I say that, but then I also say like I went to a Meshuggah concert. One of my last concerts I went to was Meshuggah. So, like, I I like. So how do I explain this? Um, I like certain qualities in the music that I listen to. I don't care about genre. There are certain compositional qualities and elements that I appreciate in music, regardless of what the music sounds like. So I would say that more than I'm into a certain genre or style or sound, I'm into certain qualities of music. Does that make sense? Like when people recommend I listen to like generic, like uh, what's it, power metal singer number 763. I just it all sounds the same to me. Like I don't see any difference between Bruce Dickinson and the singer of Stradivarius. It's the same to me. Do I like hip hop? Um, I like some Kendrick Lamar. Particularly, I like the album To Pimp a Butterfly because that album has some of the characteristics of music that I enjoy. In the same way that, like, Scenes from a Memory from Dream Theater has characteristics that I enjoy. In the same way that The Perfect Element by Pain of Salvation has things that I enjoy. Stuff like that. I mean, so I enjoy that album. What other hip hop do I like? I feel like there's like something on the tip of my tongue that I'm just like so I'm from Atlanta, so Outkast was always really popular. When I was a kid, I liked the Stankonia album a lot. When I was like in high school, it was really popular, and I enjoyed that. Um, yeah, I feel like there's something that I just am completely overlooking that I like in hip hop, but I don't I can't think of it off the top of my head. But yeah, I'm just as selective about hip hop as I am everything else. You listen to The Perfect Element because you it's so depressing. It's not depressing. I would argue the exact opposite. I would say that the album it is dark, but it has a very positive message by the end of it. Meshuggah's cool. I can never get in her later gent stuff. Yeah, me neither. I don't like gent at all. I think it's a horrible genre. Like here's a hot take. I don't think there's a big difference between like these gent metal bands with all these like screaming and hip hop. I think they're the same thing with different instruments. And maybe gent uses, I mean, it's still mostly 4/4, but it uses maybe some more odd time than your typical rap like trap song. But if you think about it, a lot of these gent bands are just use like they just do like this stuff on like drop C or whatever, 8 strings, you know, the you know the like, and they're just doing a basic like a chug rhythm. It's the same thing as a trap beat. Like if you listen to a trap beat in rap music, I mean, it's just like it's all on the hi hat. You know, it's like it's the same thing. I think that trap, rap, and gent are very similar. I didn't like the actual music for The Perfect Element. The lyrics are incredible though. Give the music. So I'll tell you this. The Perfect Element Part 1 is my favorite album of all time, but I hated it when I first listened to it. It took me like a month before that album really clicked with me. This was in 2005 when I heard that album for the first time. First time I heard Pain of Salvation. I hated it. Hated it. And it took me like I remember. I think it was the song "The Perfect Element." Like the harmonies at the end of the song, I started getting stuck in my head a little bit. So I went back and listened to it again. It took listen after listen after listen for it really to hook me. But yes, the lyrics are amazing. Daniel Goodlow, English isn't even his first language, and he writes better lyrics than a bunch of English speakers do. Yeah, the lyrics are incredible. I would say give the album some more time. You don't have to, but give it a few more spins, and something will hook you eventually. Let me. I'll be right back, guys. Give me a few minutes. I'm gonna rest my eyes for a second and run to the restroom. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. I had to just give my eyes a break, run to the restroom, just kind of reset for a second. So let's see. What have I got here? Okay. I saw Periphery as an opening band when going to see Dream Theater like 10 years ago. It sounded like mush. Yeah. There's not a Periphery song that I've liked since their first album, and I didn't love anything on that album. You listen to it again. Yeah, you should. Give it a few more listens. Don't jam it all together, but just give it some time. Let your brain process it. It's a very dense album. All their albums are pretty dense. Maybe their most recent one isn't so dense. It's a little more straightforward, but yeah, their music's pretty dense, but it's worth it. It's worth it. You know, it sucks. I've wanted, I want to do something on my YouTube channel, on my live streams. But for example, I've tried to play some games on my YouTube channel. I lose subscribers every time people leave. And I've asked, this happened years ago, and I'd asked, why? I've made polls about it, and people just say, well, I didn't subscribe to you to watch games. If I wanted to watch a gamer, I'd go to a gaming channel. It's fair. It's fair. I think that it if anything, it speaks to the nature of these platforms. It's hard to look at myself this way because I'm a living, breathing, multi-dimensional human being, just like everyone is here. We're all like three-dimensional creatures that have, that aren't just flat faces on a screen. You guys aren't just text on my chat log. But I've got 8,800 roughly subscribers, and to thousands of them, I'm a face on a screen, just like when you watch television. It's weird. It's like they don't, the fact that I have a life outside of vocal analysis and teaching singing is, and I don't expect people to want to be involved in my life like that. I'm not trying to build a parasocial relationship with people like that. I'm not trying to be, a Asmongold or a Hassan Piker or, I'm not trying to be someone that or, whatever those guys, I don't know a lot of these people, he or Emeru or, any of these people that are their whole life is making people be involved in what they do in their life. I'm not interested in that, but I would like to have fun. Singing is my job. Teaching about singing is my job. So when I get in these live streams, it's what I'm doing is a very minor extension of my job. And so, I guess I see it like you people are you guys are humans just like I am. So you have interest outside of just music. So I would like to do more than just music here, but like I said, every time I've done something different, I literally actively lose subscribers. So Vox Populi, whatever it is, the voice of the people is the voice of God or something. Is that the Vox Populi, Vox Dei? So I have to acquiesce to that. So that's the thing, though. I love there's so much more to my music taste than just singing and metal singers and stuff. Game OSTs. I would love to play some games on here with some of my games with my favorite scores, just so I could talk about the music. The thing that people don't realize here is that video game music is as big of a part of the reason that I'm a musician than anything. If it weren't for Nobuo Uematsu, I would not have become a professional musician. Ooh, a game music tier list. That's a good idea. I know some of you would watch that, but the thing is, I've tried it before, and people, on a micro level, yes, the people that want and pay E-flat, what's up, man? The people who follow me to the point where we come to my live stream, you guys want to hear me, obviously. And you want to interact with me, obviously. But in the mass scale, to a lot of people, I'm just I'm like a TV channel. Like, it's like if you flip to ESPN and they're doing the Victoria's Secret fashion catwalk thing or whatever it's called. They're doing the fashion show on ESPN. Like, sure, there might be some weirdos that like ESPN that would watch women on the walk down the fashion line, but like, most people are watching ESPN for sports. When you see Zach's vocal analysis, you're going there for vocal analysis and singing stuff, not a guy playing a video game. And so since I'm a human, like I'm an actual person just sitting on the other side, like my soft boxes are here, my wall is over there, my bed is right here, my closet's over, like I'm a human being in my room, my window is here. I see myself as a human, but so many people out there in the internet world just see me as a face on the screen. So, I have to separate the fact that, I'm a human. So if I did gaming, I'll lose followers. I would love for a portion of my audience to be people who are like gaming fanatics, so I can make some videos just about video games. And the thing is, I did Expedition 33, but that was singing, and it worked. But if I just made videos talking about game scores, well, that's not vocal analysis. I mean, I could talk about One Winged Angel with the choirs and stuff like that, but that there's not a whole lot to analyze. Because honestly, that choral arrangement is pretty rudimentary. It's cool. I love it, but it's not. It's not. Palestrina. What's the difference in the music scene in Germany from the U.S.? Great question. The music scene in Germany was amazing. Amazing. Now, there are a lot of things about Germany I did not like. I don't want to get political. Everything's so political, right? You can't have an opinion without it getting political. How do I even, man? It's not that I'm not. My channel is ironic. I just said I want to be about game. My channel is ultimately about music, and music's supposed to bring people together, right? Music's supposed to be apolitical. I mean, there is political music, but at its core, there is nothing political about making musical sounds. How do I say this? I want to give opinions. I want to answer your question, but like, I'm sure. Yeah, but again, like, if I say the wrong thing, like I've got 7 viewers right now. Let's say that we don't talk about politics here. So let's say that my opinion leaned or put a certain political mindset or view in a specific negative light, even if I don't have a problem with it overall. The people that watch this that have that political alignment are going to be like, oh, Zach doesn't know what he's talking about, right? Like, so even though I'm not trying to be political, like, it's tough, I don't want to be in that sphere. I don't want that, but I have very strong opinions. It's a great question. But it's like, if I felt like the world, not you guys in particular, but the world as a whole, we're in a place where we could handle civil discourse on topics without letting your own biases get in the way of just objectively listening to what I'm saying, I would be a little more open about my answer. Let me see if I can. Man, I know the answer. I don't. This is harder than I thought. The music scene in Germany is amazing. In America, when you look at a tour list of a band, right? Like, you always look at the tour and be like, "Ooh, are they coming to my state? Ooh, are they coming nearby?" In Germany, when bands tour Europe, Germany's such a huge country that yeah, they're touring in Germany, probably multiple shows, and in Germany, taking a train to get anywhere is pretty easy. So you could get like it was no big deal to get to like any show, whether it was in Köln or Oberhausen or in Essen or even in Munich. Like I saw concerts in Leipzig, in Karlsruhe, in Stuttgart, like Frankfurt, uh, Dusseldorf. Like there were concerts everywhere of every kind. I saw Meshuggah at in Oberhausen in this like factory, and it was just freaking amazing, amazing, loudest show I've ever heard. I saw Meshuggah in America, and it wasn't as loud, but it was because the venue was so much bigger. The venue was very small in Oberhausen, but it was packed. It was so loud. I had earplugs in, and it was loud. I took them off for a second just to see, and it was so loud I could only hear like white noise. Like everything sounded like it was so loud. Like I mean, just unbelievable. In Germany, it's easy to be close to the musicians. Like when I went to Euroblast in Köln, I also saw Muse in Köln. Like that's the thing. Like I saw every band except Pain of Salvation because when I was there they didn't tour. That's the Pain of Salvation is my favorite band ever, but it's like the only band that I haven't seen that I want to see. It's the only band left. I don't know if I'll ever get to see them. But in the same vein, Pain of Salvation played at a venue that was less than 5 miles from where I lived at multiple times. Like, but also classical music. I mean, I went to Festspielhaus in Baden-Baden and I saw Beauty and the Beast there. It was incredible. Even Disney has done better in Germany because the singers can actually sing. Like so many musical theater Disney people just suck at singing, and like in Germany, it's not like in Germany they can sing. Like, oh my gosh, they're so good. I saw the Verdi Requiem in Germany, and it was a children's choir. And it was incredible. I mean, it was like kids and adults, but like there were people it was like 14-year-olds, like 35-year-olds. It was incredible. Verdi Requiem, absolutely just mind-melting, amazing. I saw a Wagner concert. I mean, like the classical scene. I also saw I went to Cirque du Soleil on ice, which is a different kind of concert, but the concert scene in Germany is so much better. Tickets are cheaper, the seating's better. I saw the Deer Hunter in Germany. I saw Leprous multiple times in Germany, and this is over the course of a year and a half. I mean, I went to a concert every couple of weeks because they were cheap and it was easy to get to them, and they were everywhere. The music scene is amazing, and Germany supports, as a government, supports this artist a lot more. Now, wait. I have serious problems with the German government. Serious problems. As a foreigner, an Auslander, the bureaucracy and the immigration process is abysmal. Abysmal. I also have serious problems with the way that Germany handles immigration. And I say that ironically as an Auslander, but it had a negative impact on myself and my sister as well. Even though, we were trying to immigrate there. It's different from America's immigration system in a bad way. And America's immigration is bad too. They both handle it horribly in different ways. The COVID. I went to Germany during COVID, and the way that Germany handled COVID was ridiculous. Ridiculous. Civil liberty was gone. You had no civil liberty. In Germany, during COVID, you followed their rules or you had nothing. You couldn't leave your house. And, while I took COVID seriously, I caught COVID twice. I took it seriously. The measures that Germany took were draconian. Denying people the ability to go to grocery stores, stuff like that. I mean, like, unless you met certain conditions. Like, it was crazy. So like I I I have, like I said, I have opinions about a lot of things. When I think about Germany, the music scene. So the reason the politics came into it, and I guess I'll bring this up, but I will bring this up in good faith with all of you, assuming that you're all intelligent and thoughtful people that can look at things from multiple perspectives and see multiple angles of things and not just pigeonhole your own mindset on things. I I had a serious problem with the way that Germany treated its own classical music. Like when I saw the Wagner concert, um, the conductor before the concert even started gave like a 5 to 10 minute monologue to the audience justifying why he chose to do Wagner music because a certain Austrian painter idolized Wagner. And so there's a big in Germany there's this whole Erinnerungskultur thing, like culture of remembrance, like where it's what happened in the 40s is really put in people's faces there. Like there's a lot of laws about how, like, what you could talk about, what you can do, that kind of thing, because of the history. Things that you can own and you can't own, hand symbols you can make, you can't make, words you can say, books you can read, stuff. There's a lot of that, and it kind of extends into music as well a little bit. And since Wagner was a favorite of who, there's a stigma around creating Wagner's music, and I hate that. I think it's stupid. Here's why. Wagner, yes, Wagner was like a German nationalist. But Wagner was from the 1800s, and German nationalism meant something very different than it did in the 1930s and 40s. And so, like, the fact that Germans feel ashamed or guilty for performing music that's of their own, like, origin and culture that, like, precedes then the bad time, the 40s, I don't like that very much. Like, for example, well, yeah, of course, exactly. Like, if anything, and again, I don't want to get too political here, but it's a Streisand effect, right? I think the more that the government harps on, like, the more the government forces this down kids' throats and calls people that anytime you say something wrong, you're one of those. I think the more that it does that, it puts so much emphasis on it that it makes people go, what is this thing that they say that I am? What does that mean? Well, I don't like that people are saying I'm a bad person. I don't think I'm a bad person. Maybe this thing that they say that I am isn't so bad because I'm not bad and they're calling me bad. So it's if you live there, you'd understand. It's hard to explain if you don't live there. But I don't think that the German people, I don't think the German people should be ashamed of the music that predated that at all. Because you think about guys like Bach, Mozart, Wagner, Verdi, Brahms. I mean, there's countless more, but this is just the ones that pop straight to my head. German composers. I guess Verdi was Italian. But but he was in Germany too. I'm not sure. These composers were the foundation, the backbone of our modern music. They created some of the most incredible foundational music ever. And they're German. Oh no, So, to answer your question directly, Vsauce, the music scene in Germany is incredible. It's incredible. The attitudes that a lot of German people have toward the historical relevance of their music is sad. It's really sad. But you can be a successful musician much more easily in Germany than you can here in America. Much more easily, because you can actually make money being a musician there. And it's a respectable profession, unlike here where if you don't get picked up by a record label or become a famous YouTuber, it's very hard to be a professional as a musician. All right, anyway, that music tier list, game score tier list is a good idea. I wonder if there's a, let me check Tier Maker and see if, let's see. Oh wow, there is one. Now I don't know a lot of these games. We can do this. I don't think I need to find one with more games. All right, let's do this. This looks fun. That's a good idea. Good idea. It's good content. Good content. All right, so I'll just go through this list. Let me see what you guys can see here. All right. Yeah, I guess this is good enough. All right, let's do this. So I have to have a top 5. This is going to be tough. All right. And maybe I hope the stream doesn't get cut off from this. Maybe if on my top 5s, I'll, oh yeah, last modified in 2021. Okay, yeah, let me find a better, that's true. Let me find a better one. Last modified 2019. Last modified 2025. But this has names of songs rather than scores. Best is, yeah, these have actual, like, 2022. Yeah, I don't see anything that has E33 on it. I don't see a recent one. Let me see. So I can find one that's 2025. That's some. These are terrible options. Okay. This has like 15 options on it. I mean, it has some good ones, but this is like a bunch of memes. What? Nope. Yeah. Man. There's got to be something better than these. If you guys find one, let me know. There's there's a Expedition 33 song tier list. All right, so I think that the 2021 one is probably the best one. So I'll just have to use Expedition 33 and just kind of like put it in de facto. How about that? Like, so let's just go ahead and do Expedition 33 first. Um, Expedition 33 is top 5 OST of all time for sure. I can add extra ones manually. How? Let's see. Oh. Okay. Well, I don't have anything for E33. How do I make a thing for it? I don't know. Yeah, I mean this isn't great either. I'm looking for certain things that aren't on here that should be. But there is some stuff that's really good that's like okay, yeah, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Um so Expedition 33 is up here. I don't know. Yeah, I need to add one for that, but I guess like hang on, let me do this. Let's try it. Let's do it this way. Let's see if this works. Aha! It worked. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this in there because Expedition 33 is top 5 for sure. Top 5, no question. Like there's no way that something's gonna fit in the top. Like there's no. I mean there are others. Like how did Dr. Hobbins always say it? There is, you will find good music, but you will not find better music. So all right. This could be a while. That's okay. This is good content. Animal Crossing. Uh, I didn't leave an impression on me. I could take it or leave it. Asura's Wrath, never played it. Banjo Kazooie, didn't really leave an impression. Bayonetta, it was fine. I give it like a C. The score wasn't great. It wasn't terrible, but Binding of Isaac, never played it. Bloodborne, C. Most of these Souls games scores don't really do much for me. Castlevania Symphony of the Night, I'm gonna give that like a solid like A plus. Not quite an S because some of the stuff didn't stick, but a lot of it was amazing. Celeste, I give it like a C. It was okay. Chrono Cross, I never finished the game, but it was pretty good. I give it like a high C, low B. Chrono Trigger, I'm actually playing through Chrono Trigger again right now. I'm about to. Oh man, I'm about to make y'all mad. I think Chrono Trigger is a little overrated. It doesn't hold up as well as I remember it. And the music is not as good as I think people give it credit for, like say that is. I'll give it like a mid A tier. It's good. It's very good, but it's not as good. It's not as good as it's not as good as people think. It's really not. Cuphead S tier, great score. Danganronpa super groovy. You know, not like earth shattering great, but like good music that you can just jam to while you play. So give that a B tier. Demon Souls, same thing as Bloodborne. Diablo 2, pretty good. You know, I put most of Blizzard's music as like pretty good. Not great, pretty good. Disco Elysium, great game, great story. Music's okay, not bad, but the top of C tier. Donkey Kong Country 2, a lot of Nintendo's music's going to be like B tier-ish for me. Donkey Kong Country, same thing. Devil May Cry, not a big fan of the music. Doom Eternal, I'm putting it at a D just because of the way that they treated Mick Gordon. Now, the original Doom, I'm putting that up as an S tier. There's nothing like the dichotomy between that super heavy, crazy like metal with the choirs. Like, it was just awesome. Is that Dragon Quest? I don't know which one that is. I don't know, but I didn't play that one. Oh, Drakengard. This one's gonna go up to like that's Drakengard 3. Actually, I haven't played the third one yet, so I don't know. But I'm sure it's good. I'm sure it's gonna be good. So I'll put it at the top of the bottom one that it didn't leave an impression. I haven't played Drakengard 3. It's on my list though. Dark Souls, same thing as like Bloodborne, middle of C tier. Dark Souls 2. Actually, I didn't play 2. 3, I didn't like 3. And the music was worse than the original Dark Souls. I put this like the bottom of C tier. Mother 3, very good music. Not as good as Earthbound. I'd put this like an A tier. Earthbound, put the music as an S tier for sure. Unique, use sampling, way ahead of its time, creative, interesting. I actually just beat Earthbound again not too terribly long ago. Pokemon X, haven't played it. The original Fallout didn't really do it for me. Which Final Fantasy? Final Fantasy 4, I'd put as like a low B. Final Fantasy 9, I put it like middle B tier. The original Final Fantasy, the score is not very, there's not a lot in it, but for what it was like Uematsu's like stamp on the map. So I put it high A tier. Final Fantasy Tactics, it's okay. A little repetitive. Put, like bottom of B tier. Final Fantasy 7, I'll put as an S tier. Wait, this is the remake. This is tough for me because I see the remake OST the same as I see the game. The game was extremely underwhelming, but the moments that were like the original, were amazing. So I'd give it a high A tier, but that's because the highs were incredibly high, but there was a lot of like low end like filler tracks that I didn't like very much. I didn't like how they changed the time signatures and stuff. Final Fantasy 8, top 5. Final Fantasy 8, best Final Fantasy. I don't care what you say. Final Fantasy 7, original OST, S tier. High S tier. Final Fantasy 6, high S tier. Maybe even top 5, but top 5 is so, like, it's so close. I might have to go back and rethink. Final Fantasy, everything Final Fantasy 13 goes into D tier. Final Fantasy 10, I give that like an A tier. Around there, that's where Uematsu started kind of like leaving the project. I thought Final Fantasy 15 did a pretty good job. I'd put it like middle B tier. Never played Full Throttle. Never played Fury. God of War, it was all right. C tier. It's okay. Halo, I didn't care. I didn't care. Didn't leave an impression. Half-Life 2, iconic game, but the score didn't really do it for me. I didn't care. Put it like a middle of the C tier. It's okay. Hollow Knight, I didn't like it. The music didn't leave an impression. I mean, the game was whatever. I don't know what this is. 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 Jack and Daxter, I don't remember the music. Never played Jet Grind Radio, never played it. Never played this. Oh, Journey. This one's definitely like A tier-ish. Very good score. Killer 7, never played it. Katamari Damacy, it definitely didn't resonate with me. It was fine, but didn't love it. Kingdom Hearts 2, I don't like it. Kingdom Hearts, all the Kingdom Hearts scores. I mean, I guess the first Kingdom Hearts, I could give it a B tier. I give it like a low B tier, but the other ones just didn't do it for me. Don't know Lone Survivor. Don't know what this is. Mario 3D World, never played it. Super Mario Brothers 3. I mean, that's got to go up in the A tier at least. It's just iconic. A lot of these Mario games I didn't play, so I don't know them. Mario RPG, way up there, like high A tier. My Sunshine didn't play Super Mario World. That's going to go up here around Super Mario. All these Mario games are pretty similar. The original Super Mario Brothers is going to, even though the score isn't that amazing, it's going up there for its like how iconic it was. And Super Metroid, S tier, absolutely S tier. Minimalist, but like you just every mood was encapsulated perfectly with Super Metroid's score. Metroid Fusion, didn't play enough of it to remember. Metroid Prime didn't leave an impression. Original Metroid didn't have much of a score. Metal Gear Solid 3. Where's Metal Gear Solid 1? So I've got 3 and 4. 4 was whatever. 3 was good, but like I feel like Metal Gear Solid as a whole should be represented more thoroughly on here. I'm going to get... All right, so Metal Gear Solid 3, I'm going to use as de facto Metal Gear Solid, and I'm going to put it as like a low S tier. Maybe I'll put it higher up. But this was supposed to be representative of Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3 altogether, since it's not on this list. Minecraft, didn't like it. Nier Automata, top 5 all time. I'll figure out this top 5 order soon, but that's a top 5. That's my favorite game ever. Nier, the original Nier, I give it like a high A. Not as good as Nier Automata, but very good. Never played Night in the Woods. Never played Nights into Dreams. Never played No More Heroes. Octopath Traveler, beautiful score, but it got a little repetitive. I give it like a low B, high C. Okami, I didn't like it that much. Didn't like the score that much. I give it a low C. Outer Wilds was interesting. Give it a low C. Persona 3 score, I'd give it a high B. But like, oh dance, I'm gonna put it like that whole thing was like stupid. They could have gone without it. Other than that, it was a pretty good score. Persona 4, I'm gonna put that one up as like S tier. I mean, Persona 4 used to be my favorite game. I think a couple of those scores just became a little bit monotonous. But like, don't get me wrong. I think this should be higher. Yeah, this is about right. Some of the songs in this OST are absolutely just incredible. Like, goated. But like, when I think about like the bathhouse theme, like some of the dungeon themes in the middle of the game were kind of like boring. Like the one like for Kanji, and I don't want to give any spoilers, but like I remember I don't know if I can play this stuff without getting copyright struck. Like, let me give you some examples. I hope it's not copyrighted. It probably is. We'll see. If it shuts the stream down, guys, I'm sorry. I tried. Like, this song was like this song was amazing. It's not even my typical like genre that I enjoy music, but like the song was so good.
Can't get my mind out of those memories. Now time to tell them, don't take my
And what I really liked about this song, you have to kind of be at the spot in the game where it is to understand why it's so
music keeps on
good. You wouldn't
tuning me
think that this song
from
would
the
be on the
walls
point of the
that
game
haunt
where
my
it's at,
soul,
considering the emotional
removing
content
that
of it.
from my
But then when you listen to it like, in context,
those long days passing by from the door, like late summer, they slowly fade away. Finding way through the favorite tune, playing all day with my eyes closed.
it was great.
Those long days passing
I mean, that was a great theme. Another game that I don't think is on this list that needs to be Lost Odyssey. Lost Odyssey should be up in S tier. It's not on this list. I don't know why it's not here, but it should be. Lost Odyssey was Nobumatsu's, when he went to Mistwalker on the Xbox 360. Really underrated game with one of the best OSTs ever. Like, I probably played it on here before, but like Neverending Journey, I think it's called. Like, I mean, this was like, oh my god! Like, you guys can hear the music, right? That's Neverending Journey from the Lost Odyssey soundtrack. I'll let you hear the battle theme too. Like, I mean, ugh. This is a goated soundtrack. Like, this is an S tier for sure. It's just not on this Lost Odyssey without a doubt. I'll let you hear the battle theme. I love the melody of this. Yeah, so that's the Lost Odyssey soundtrack. Love it. It's one of my favorites. Definitely check that game out. If you're a fan of JRPGs and you haven't played Lost Odyssey, you are doing yourself an incredible disservice. I mean, it should have been. It's what Final Fantasy like 12 should have been. Uematsu and Sakaguchi left Square and they formed Mistwalker, and that they made Blue Dragon and then Lost Odyssey. They should have, like, Lost Odyssey should have been like Final Fantasy 12. It's what it would have been. Like Final Fantasy 12 would have been Lost Odyssey or vice versa, whatever, if they had stayed. I mean, it is the if you like the old school Final Fantasy games, like up to 10, Lost Odyssey, you got to play it. I mean, it's everything you've ever wanted as a Final Fantasy fan. It will feel like a Final Fantasy game. Amazing, one of the greatest scores ever. S tier, high S tier. I used to consider it top 5, but some stuff has passed it since then. All right, anyway, let's keep going. Persona 5. You know, I have to say that it's probably the best score of all the Persona games. But it's not my favorite Persona game. I have a lot of complaints about the way the story told itself. It was the sleekest, and the battle system was the most fluid, and the music was the best. But the game was very, like, all style, no substance, I think. Persona 4, the game had a better story. Persona 3 had a better story. Persona 2 had a better story for that measure. I think the Persona 5 story was a little too trivialized compared to, like in 3 and 4, there was some real tragedy. Like there was some real the stakes felt higher in Persona 5, but it felt like inflated. Persona 3 and 4 were more contained, but it felt, I mean, they're all fantastical stories, but the impact and the importance of the stories felt more relevant in 3 and 4. But 5 is definitely the most it definitely has the best soundtrack, I think. I mean, they were all good. Shoji Meguro was a very good composer. He did Metaphor Refantasio, and that's not on. Oh yeah, let me pull up something from Metaphor. Because I think Metaphor Refantasio had a better score than those games too. Like the battle theme for Metaphor Refantasio was awesome. I played this on my Twitch. I hope this doesn't can't take it down. So that's the theme from Metaphor Refantasio. Another very, very good score that should have been on this list, but I guess this is 2021. The game came out either 2024 or 2025. So I would give Metaphor Refantasio also an S tier. I would definitely put Metaphor Refantasio at S tier for sure. Yeah, you should play it. Wait, Metaphor's on Steam though. I think it's on Steam. I think. But it's great. The score on it's Shoji Meguro is an amazing composer. Oh, you don't play games on PC. I see. Okay. Well, get a Steam Deck. I don't know. The way I see it, the way that games are going, I have a Steam Deck and I have a PS5 too. I never touch my PS5. I mean, I'll sell you my PS5 if you want it. Like I never touch it. But Steam Deck does everything that a PS5 does, and it's portable. And you can dock. If you dock your Steam Deck, it gets frame rates that are about as good as a PS5. I would say get a Steam Deck if you're going to get a PS5. There's an incredibly massive game library, and the only thing you're missing is like some PS5 exclusives and some Xbox exclusives. So if those exclusives are like, if they matter that much to you, get a PS5. But I would just get a Steam Deck. I mean, you can emulate on your Steam Deck. You can Steam Decks are incredible. I mean, like, where is mine? It's plugged in right now, but I mean, that thing has kept me sane during this week of like isolation. I mean, like, the Steam Decks are honestly, I love it. I can't say enough good things about it, and they're cheap too. You can get like the low end Steam Deck. You don't even need to get the fancy one. You get the low end Steam Deck for half the price of a PS5. Highly recommended. Oh, the world opens up to you once you realize the power of the Steam Deck. Parappa the Rapper. Okay, so I give it a C tier. I mean, it was kind of cheesy, but for the nostalgia part of it, playing as a kid, I enjoyed it. Pokemon Black, didn't play it. Pokemon, I didn't play many of these Pokemons at all. I remember Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow. I'd say that it's like a C tier score. I mean, it's fine. Portal, I mean, come on, that's got to be an S tier, right? The score wasn't even that in depth, but like for what it was, I mean, it's got to be up there. I mean, Ratchet and Clank, I don't remember. I don't know what Rez is. Never played Rhythm Heaven. Legend of Mana, never played it. Secret of Mana, this one's going way up there. This is like high A tier. Maybe even like low S tier. Secret of Mana had another super underrated game. So Metal Gear Solid 2, they didn't have Metal Gear Solid 1 or 2. They only had 3 and 4, which I think that 1 and 2 have better scores than 3. So what I did is I put Metal Gear Solid 3 up here as like S tier. I think it should go here. And maybe put Super Metroid here. And like, but this Metal Gear Solid 3 is representative of Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2. But since 1 and 2 wasn't on the list. S tier for sure. Sekiro, didn't play it. Street Fighter 2, I mean, that's iconic. I'd give that like a middle high B tier. Shadow of the Colossus, I'm gonna give that like a C. I didn't like the score. I didn't like the game. I didn't like the score. Shovel Knight, never played. The original Silent Hill, I'll give like a low C. Silent Hill 2, I'm gonna put that up to like high A or middle A, something like that. That's probably a good place for the Silent Hill 2 score. Really good. Never played Silent Hill 3 or 4. Skyrim, I didn't like it. I'm gonna put it like low C. Maybe middle C is fine. Like, I didn't like it very much. Smash Brothers, I put that like middle C. Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, I'm gonna put that up at like a middle B. That game is hard. So the thing about I'll play some stuff from Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. Like, the thing about Nocturne's score was like, it was so cool, but like for some reason they had these vocals in it where it sounds like there's somebody screaming at you on a megaphone. Like, I don't know. Like, the score is awesome, but like, you'll see. I'll play another song from it. The score was awesome. It was so cool. This game is so hard. It took me like 2 months. But it's good. It's really good. Highly recommend the game. The thing is the megaphone vocals kind of, you get used to it after you've been in the game for like 80 hours. I mean, the game is hard. It's hard. Like, brutally punishing. You make a single mistake in combat, you're dead. The dungeons are like mazes. But it's still good. Like, I'm making it sound bad, but it's a good game. The score, if the score didn't have those vocals in it, I'd put it up to like a closer to an A. Because the score is really interesting and kind of like atmospheric and dynamic. Very, I think it deserves better than this. Maybe I'll put it up to like here. It just, if it didn't have those vocals, it would be definitely A tier for sure. It is a very good game. Very difficult. If you like JRPGs, I mean, it's about as tough as it gets. I don't think I've ever played a JRPG. The original Final Fantasy 1 was hard too. The other Shin Megami Tenseis are hard, but Nocturne is really hard. And it's good though. Great game. I recommend it for sure. Very dark themes. A good game. Never played Super Meat Boy. Tetris Effect was good. Its score wasn't that great. I played it in VR. It was cool. It was good. Team Fortress 2. I mean, I love the game, but the soundtrack didn't really do anything for me. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. I put that at like a, high C tier, I guess. I didn't like the style of the music, but it was a good score. It was fine. Never played Thumper. Never played Umurangi. Undertale. That one's way up here. That's like, we'll revisit that one. That might be top 5. I'll come back to it. Never played Wipeout 2. Witcher 3. Game was very good. Score was decent. But like a B tier. Xenoblade Chronicles. I played the third one. I never finished the first one. I got like 6 hours in. I still have it. I just haven't played it anymore. I'll give this an incomplete. I like the score. I'm going to put this as a high B because it's incomplete and the score was good, what I heard. But I don't know. I haven't finished it yet. Xenogears, definitely S tier. We'll talk about top 5 with that one too. Maybe. It's on the short list for sure. One of the greatest games ever made. Breath of the Wild, I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't like it very much, the game or the score. It's not like horrible, but I'm going to put it down in like low C tier. Link to the Past. Oh, what happened? Huh? What's going on here? Nope. Chrono Trigger, I put it as A. Low A tier. I'm actually playing through Chrono Trigger again right now as we speak. And it's just not really, it's not doing it for me. I mean, I played it before when I was younger. It just doesn't hold up as well as I wanted it to. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. Anyway, Link to the Past, S tier. I'll put it up here around Super I don't know why this did this. I don't have to reset everything, so sorry guys. Wait. Huh? It's got Link to the Past twice, so okay. Okay, I don't know this one. Ocarina of Time. I'm gonna ruffle some feathers with this one too. Okay, this is jacked up. What is going on here? I really don't want to have to redo everything. Where do we end off? We ended at Link Ocarina of Time. Hope it doesn't reset everything. Okay, it didn't reset everything, but it took some stuff out. Oh, Expedition 33 is gone now. Okay. Well, Expedition 33 is top 5. Okay, there we go. It fixed itself. But then, yeah, here we go. Okay. Link to the Past. S tier up here with around Super Metroid. Earthbound-ish. Amazing score. I don't know which Zelda this is. Ocarina of Time. I'm going to give it like a low B. I don't think it's as good as people... I don't think the game or the score is as good as people hype it up to be. And I played it when it came out, when it was like groundbreaking. And I liked it more then. And it didn't age very well for me. And the score didn't age very well for me either. All right, let's see. I didn't play these Zelda games. The original Legend of Zelda, I mean, that's iconic. But it's not that great. I'd give it like an A tier, like middle A tier. I mean, just it's iconic. Never played Ace. I played Ace Attorney, but I don't remember the score, so it didn't leave a good enough impression. I don't remember Ape Escape. I played it, but I remember Apex Legends. Score didn't leave an impression on me. Bastion, I never played it. I've heard it, but I don't remember it. BioShock, very good. Low B. Game was amazing. Score was good. Didn't play Breath of Fire 2. Didn't play Crypt. Didn't play Dark Cloud 2. Didn't play Destiny. Didn't play that new Devil May Cry. Didn't play Dragon Age Origins. Didn't play F-Zero. Didn't play whatever that is. Final Fantasy 12 was the beginning of the end. That score was not very good. I'm going to put it as like a low... Yeah, I'm going to put it as a D tier. Final Fantasy 12 score was not good. And they got rid of Uematsu, so screw you guys. Fortnite, don't care. Untitled Goose Game didn't really have much of a score, so it didn't leave an impression. It was a good game, though. Didn't play Grim Fandango. Vice City. All these Grand Theft Auto games are about the same. Like, the scores, the soundtracks don't really do anything for me. They're all, like, exactly middle of C tier. I played them all, but none of them really did much for me. Score-wise. Hades, amazing score. This is going up to, like, low S tier for sure. Hotline Miami, I don't like it. I'm going to put it like middle low C. Didn't like the score. I can't tell what this is. I don't know. Didn't play Kentucky Road Zero. I haven't played that Kirby game. Mass Effect 2, good game, very good score. I'll put this at like a low A. Mega Man, I know people love Mega Man, but I'm putting it at like low C. So here's Metal Gear. Oh, wait, here we go. The original Metal Gear. That score was very good for the time. I put it like a high B-ish. Metal Gear Solid 2, S tier, probably low S tier. Metal Gear Solid 5 was good. Not as good score-wise, like middle B, like low B. Metal Gear Solid, one of the GOATs. This is one that, like, top 5 potential. We'll discuss. This one's way up here. Didn't play One Shot. Overcooked was fun. The score was meh. I put it as like a low C. Overwatch. I mean, it's good. The score's, like, it's not, like, iconic, but in-game, like, the music's notable. Like, the music builds the intensity of the game. So I'd probably give it, like, a high C tier. Red Dead Redemption, didn't play the original, only played 2. Resident Evil 2, it was fine. The score wasn't what carried the game. It was fine. High C. The game was great, but yeah, I'll give it like high C. Resident Evil 4, same thing. Score's fine. Sims, never played it. Sonic, I don't like Sonic's score. I'm going to put it as like C tier. I just don't like it. I don't know what this is. Stardew Valley, never played it. Terraria, didn't play it. Last of Us, I give that like a tier on the score, middle A. Don't know what this is. Transistor is definitely getting an A. Where'd it go? Here it is. Paper Boats is an incredible song. Yeah, Paper Boats alone pushes this up to like almost S tier. Like I'll play Paper Boats so you guys can hear it.
Seconds march into the past, moments pass, just like that, they're gone. The river always finds the sea, so helplessly, like you find
My sister plays The Sims. I don't like it.
We are paper boats floating on a
This is from Transistor.
It would seem we'll never be apart. I will always find you, like it's written in the stars. You can run, but you can't hide. Try. Like the moon that makes the tides, that silent guide is calling from inside. Pull me here and push me there. It's everywhere, hanging in the air. We are magnets pulling from different poles with no control. We'll never be apart. I will always find you, like it's written in the stars. You can run, but you can't hide. Try.
Yeah, this game was awesome. It's an isometric RPG. Kind of an RPG. Like, real-time isometric. The story is amazing. The music's amazing. Great game. It's a niche title. Might not be your cup of tea. But very good. This song, the music. If you like game music, you should play Transistor. Yeah, so that's Paper Boats from the Transistor soundtrack. I think Darren Korb and Ashley Barrett. Yeah, really good. I think she's the voice that did the singing in Hades too. It's the same developers. So yeah, if you like Hades and you like game music, play Transistor. It's really good. It's a really good game, for sure. I don't know. WoW, WoW, the original WoW, World of Warcraft. The score's very good. I mean, like, you know where you are based on the music. It's not the greatest music of all time, but absolutely very good score. Yeah, I'd probably put it middle A tier. It's really good. I don't know Yume Nikki. I don't know what that is. Don't know what Helios is. Jack 2 didn't play it. Parasite Eve. Oh, man. That one's underrated. I'm going to give this a B. Low B. Underrated game, underrated score. Morrowind, I didn't like it. Didn't like the score, didn't like the game. Same thing with Oblivion. Didn't like the game, didn't like the score. I think Skyrim, all those games, Elder Scrolls games are overrated across the board. I don't know what this is. Didn't play Breath of Fire 4. Didn't play Dragon Age Inquisition. What is this? It looks like a... Oh, that's Final Fantasy 14. I would give Final Fantasy 14 score... I'd give it like a high B. Some of the tracks are really good, some of them not. I get like a middle high B. Grandia, oh man. Grandia, really underrated title. I give this score probably a high B as well. It's kind of like upbeat, you know, but it's dramatic. It's like this dramatic, upbeat, kind of interesting score. Really good game, kind of corny, but corny in a lovable way, like corny in a wholesome way. But a really good JRPG if you're a JRPG fan. It's over the top and fantastical. Good game. Played it as a kid. Really liked it a lot. I didn't play this. I don't know. Valkyrie Profile. I know a lot of people love this game, but it just didn't. I don't think the score was that great. It was okay. I'd put it like in the middle of C tier. It's okay. Wild Arms, didn't play it. DDR. I've been playing DDR since I was. I mean, now I don't look like it. I used to. I just sold it before I moved, but I had a DDR pad, a metal pad at home. I had the whole setup for years. DDR, some of the tracks are bad, but I would say that since you can use DDR, and you can do Stepmania and basically use any tracks that you want, I will give DDR an S tier. Just because it can be whatever you want it to be. Like, it can be all the soundtracks and, combined if you wanted, So I'd give DDR an S tier for sure. Life is Strange, interesting one. I'd give that score probably like a high B, low A, high B. It's a little too indie for my taste, but it's pretty good. Maybe middle B is better. It's pretty good. Sims 2, never played it. Twisted Metal, never played it. Wipeout 3, didn't play it. Wipeout Pulse, didn't play it. Sonic, neither of these Sonics didn't play it. Okay, so all this stuff I either didn't play or didn't leave an impression. These suck. These are meh. These were good. These were great. These are amazing. And so now I've got to figure out top 5. So Expedition 33 is there. Let me put that back on here. All right. So here's what we're going to do. I thought Life is Strange had a good score too. It was good. It was good. That's why I put it in B tier. It's not God tier, but it's good. Like, it was definitely a good score. I liked it. Man, looking at this, the amount of games I played is insane. And this isn't even close to all the games I played. This is just the ones on the list. Like, I play so many video games in my life. Blows my mind. And I put hundreds of hours into many of these games too. What am I doing with myself? All right. All right, here we're going to do this. All right. We're going to do it. This will be fun. We're going to take a community poll. All right. I'm going to play my favorite tracks from each of these games, and you all tell me like, we'll take an aggregate and we'll make that the top 5. Like, I think that I mean, because it's too hard for me to pick. So the pool here that we're pulling from is going to be these games. So I'm going to pick a top 5 from. Well, yeah, JRPGs have the best music. I'm just going to flat out say it. Like, JRPG music supremacy. Like, they just have the best music. Like, look at this. Every single game on my top list is a JRPG, except for Undertale, Expedition 33. Or they're all Japanese except for Undertale and Expedition 33. Like, I mean, they're just the best. I mean, I'm sorry. They just are. All right, so Nier Automata, Final Fantasy VIII, Metal Gear Solid, Xenogears, Undertale, Expedition 33, Final Fantasy VI, Final Fantasy VII. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got eight OSTs, and we've got to pick. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and stick Persona 5 up here too, because it's good enough. It's good enough to justify being up in that list. The soundtrack is, not the game. All right, so we're gonna pick it collectively from these, like which the best is, because I can't decide. So we'll start with I'm gonna mix these. I'm just gonna like close my eyes and just do this, and just whatever order it ends up in. I don't want to like bias myself. And we're just gonna do it in whatever order it ends up in after I just like throw these around a little bit. Okay. All right, so Metal Gear Solid. Let me just pick a track, my favorite track from this game. Well, I'm going to play music from all of them, and we'll pick together. Let's see, what's my favorite track from Metal Gear Solid? I think Metal Gear Solid is like, it's more atmospheric that makes it so good, but I'll just play the boss theme from Metal Gear Solid. So this is the boss theme, and we'll just go through one at a time, and you guys can tell me, we can figure it out from here together. This is like a spy game. So Metal Gear Solid's like a spy game. So you got to think like this is like espionage, like spy music kind of. So in context, think of it like you're kind of in like high intensity. And that's the boss theme. And a lot of the boss fights they're almost like puzzles. You know, they're very high intensity puzzles with some like high stakes thing going on. If you've never played Metal Gear Solid, you absolutely should. It's old now, but it's one of the greatest games ever made. It was groundbreaking. It turned video games into cinema. And it's that voice acting, the story, the score, the gameplay, the way the narrative, it's incredible. One of the greatest games ever made. If you've never played it, you absolutely should. It holds itself up pretty well to this day. it's not perfect, but it, you know, by today's standards. But when it came out, it was perfect. Like, it was the greatest game of all time. When it, I mean, like, or it was widely considered like the greatest accomplishment in gaming when it came out. Final Fantasy, that's Metal Gear Solid. Keep that in mind. Next is Final Fantasy VIII. I guess I will. You know, my favorite song is probably not the one that I should. Oh, there's so many good ones on this. Like, oh, there's so many good songs on this OST. I guess the Extreme is probably just one that's, like, it's just good, you know, like, this is, it's like quintessential Uematsu, you know? Like, I mean, but see, now I think Final Fantasy VI should be up here because of Dancing Mad. Oh, this is so tough, man. Why'd I do this to myself? I did put Final Fantasy VI up here, though. Okay, all right, we'll get to it. Okay, so this is the Extreme. I guess I could put it up on. Let me do this. Yeah. Like, this isn't my favorites from this game, but my favorite is kind of weird and not a good indicator of the game's score. This song is like, this is the Uematsu song, you know, like, this is like the iconic song from this game, one of them. My favorite one is probably Man with a Machine Gun or Force Your Way. no, that's the extreme. It goes on more. My favorite, yeah, okay. So the man with the machine gun is my favorite, but so is Force Your Way. I mean, I love the whole soundtrack. I mean, like Suteki Dane. Is that what it is? Yeah, Suteki Dane. I mean, I love that song too. Like this, I love the whole soundtrack. I mean, but this is Man with the Machine Gun. Yeah, me too. I like the whole thing. It's really well written, really catchy, upbeat. Interesting soundscape. I don't want. It's not fair. We're trying to pick a list. I don't want to give too much exposure to Final Fantasy VIII of everything else. So that's Final Fantasy VIII. Final Fantasy VII. I mean, come on. I mean, like, who hasn't heard One Winged Angel? Like, I mean. I guess it's not fair to play the orchestral version, but still, I mean, the game version is good too. They're all great. I mean, I mean, come on, like, even if. I mean, even if you don't like the whole score, this is one of the greatest video game pieces ever composed. I mean, the whole score of Final Fantasy VII is amazing too, but this song, this piece is untouchable. Dude, I think video game music has surpassed modern. Yeah, of course. Yes. It is the new classical music. I think video game music is the new classical music. So, I mean, that's One Winged Angel. So we're talking about my top 5 scores. You're like, I mean, so that's Final Fantasy VII. So we've gone through Metal Gear Solid, Final Fantasy VIII, Final Fantasy VII. Next is Undertale. I guess we'll listen to. Oh, see, the thing is, Undertale has so many iconic songs too. The thing about Undertale is that Toby Fox composed it all by himself. So like, I guess there's Hopes and Dreams and there's Megalovania. I mean, Megalovania is like meme status. It's so famous. But Hopes and Dreams, I think, is a better score. But then the fight with the Flowey fight theme, like the Undertale has so much incredible music. I mean, just it's hard to pick a single one. But I think Megalovania is probably the most popular. So I imagine that it's probably like the best. It's probably like the best. Representative of the game as a whole, if you're talking about like soundtracks. You probably heard it somewhere. I mean, it's memed on everywhere. Megalovania. I'm slightly more partial to Hopes and Dreams, I think. But Megalovania is just it's so iconic that it just sort of, it's one of the songs from the soundtrack, so we'll use that one. Xenogears, this is which song from Xenogears should I use? I guess I could just use the this is a good one. So that's Xenogears. I guess Xenogears is one of those that you kind of have to play and you hear the tracks to really appreciate them more. Now that I'm listening to it independently, it fits better in the framework of the game itself. The songs are incredible, but you kind of have to, I guess, learn them. It's a little bit different. Expedition 33, obviously, come on. Like, this is a layup. I mean, so that one's just a, yeah. I mean, I have to pick one, and this is sort of the, like I said, this is kind of the layup. This is, I mean, that piece alone is just one of the greatest pieces ever written in a video game score. So, I mean, that yeah. So then, okay. So next up is in the list is Final Fantasy VI. I guess Dancing Mad is. I mean, it's 17 minutes long. We don't have to listen. Actually, maybe there's a shorter version. Okay, listen to the Dancing Mages version. The Black Mages version. This is Final Fantasy VI. Now, when you listen to this, keep in mind, this was written in like 1993 on a Super Nintendo. So, just keep that in mind when you hear this. Yeah, this is Final Fantasy VI. Just, this, well, Symphony X5 Scrumford. This was before Symphony X. Symphony X reminded me of this when I heard it. It's just getting started. You haven't even heard. It's just getting started. I mean, just hearing this, I think this is 1993. Video game music, 1993. It was so ahead of its time. I mean, this is redone. Looks like this is Nobumatsu's metal band that did this, but this is pretty close to how it sounded. Here comes a full-on prog metal. Yeah, it does sound like ELP for sure. Definitely has ELP vibes, no doubt. listened to this in a while. I don't know. Hearing this, I think FF6 has got to be up there. Because the whole score is this good for the whole game. The whole game score is this good. It's just old, you know, so it's hard to think about it. Yeah, I mean, this one's up there for sure. All right, we'll do. I got 2 more. Yeah, we'll just do Persona 5. Life Will Change. You've probably heard this. No, this isn't it. Wrong one. Last Surprise. That's what I want to do. You probably heard this one. Yeah, it's pretty killer. Now this one is like a meme too.
Try to run me through. Hold on, think again. Don't you know what you're starting? But you sure we got the clue how bad this we go. Don't you know? No more art. And as you look to the horizon, not a cloud, but then stormy winds go too cold. Seems like it crept up out of nowhere, all around you is not what you foretold. You never see it coming. You see that my mind is too fast for eyes. You're done but the time it hit you, you're not surprised.
This is a killer soundtrack too. I wish the game were as good as the OST.
Think you got your game planned out. Do it, get 'em 2 steps ahead, yeah. So step into my way, stand out. It's a trap, one more step, and you're dead. Why just to be the second I go with blue skies, but now lightning's like your last result. It's not an accident that no one hears you cries as your last dream seems to deserve. You never see it coming. You see that my mind is the best for eyes. You're done but the time it hit you, you're not surprised. I'm coming for you. My game's always the best of mine. You're spending, but that you didn't catch it in time. Better think about your game. Are you sure your next move's the right one for you? Are you sure you won't get outmaneuvered again, my friend? You never see it coming. You see that my mind is the best for eyes. You're done but the time it hit you, you're not surprised. I'm coming for you. My game's always so best, so fine.
This
You're
song
spending,
gets stuck in your head.
catch it in time.
Because it's the battle theme, so you hear this like every 2 minutes. You hear this in your sleep. It's a really good OST also. Persona 5 is an incredible OST. Not the best game in the series, but definitely the best OST. And then the last one. I ended up last on the list somehow. This is my favorite game of all time. I'll just do. This is my favorite game ever. Yeah. So I'm biased, but this is my favorite game ever. I'll let you guys be the judge since we're working on this list together. This is the last one, so. It repeats. Alright, so it repeats, but yeah, alright. So, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 9 themes from 9 different games to make the top 5 list. I think that it's fair. I mean, I think it's fair to put Expedition 33 up there. I think it's fair. After hearing Dancing Mad again, I think Final Fantasy VI has got to go there. I think that that's just too good. I don't think Xenogears belongs in the top 5. Not because it's not an amazing score. It's an incredible score, but it's just not, it's not as iconic as these other ones. Metal Gear Solid, maybe not. Because, same thing, it's a byproduct of the game. In the game, the score is absolutely amazing, but outside of it, it doesn't stand alone very well. Maybe not Final Fantasy VIII, even though it's my favorite Final Fantasy, just because there's nothing, it's also an incredible score, but it's a little bit niche. It's not something that's, there's no one standout piece from Final Fantasy VIII that is this is the piece that makes it what it is. They're all incredibly good, and I love it. It's probably my favorite, but I don't think it's, of the Final Fantasy games, I don't think it's the best. So all of I consider all the Metal Gear Solid scores to be pretty similar. I consider them all pretty similar. It's up to 4. They're all pretty similar. Even though I think that 1 through 3 are slightly better than 4, but 4 isn't a big step down. Where did I put 4? 4 was on here somewhere. Where did I put it? Oh, I put it down. I didn't mean to do that. I think that it should at least be an A tier. That's, I don't know how, maybe I misclicked or something. But Now it's one winged angel. So now the question is like we have to cut one of. Let me do this. I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I'm gonna play Hopes and Dreams from Undertale and let you guys get an idea of another little sample of the Undertale soundtrack. Oops. All of this stuff in Nier Automata has fictional language. Oh, hey Ellie. Okay, just leave it by my door, I guess. Yeah, I don't want to. My eye's still not completely better yet. It's like, it's still not like I don't want to run the risk of being contagious. So, stream knows that I've got what I'm dealing with. So, yeah, thank you for making dinner. Yeah, we're doing a tier list of OSTs. And we're down to the top 5, and I'm trying to narrow it down. I'm trying to pick I've got it narrowed down to 6, but now it's just it's unfair. It's just so unfair because, all of these games have just incredible OSTs. All 6 of them. And well, I've got Silent Hill 2 as A tier, but I do. And now that I think about it, I think Silent Hill 2 deserves to be bottom of S tier. I think Silent Hill 2 needs to be bottom of S tier because I haven't played it in a long time, but the more I think back on it, I think that what makes it so good is how atmospheric it is with the game. It's kind of like Metal Gear Solid, like it's so good in the Super Metroid. There aren't any individual tracks that are incredible, but it fits so well into the game. Cuphead's the same way, that's why I got Cuphead in S tier, there's no individual songs from Cuphead, but it all fits the game so well that it's perfect. Yeah, I mean, making a top 5 guy, Expedition 33, Final Fantasy 6, Final Fantasy 7, Undertale, Persona 5, and Nier Automata, and like I to cut one is so hard. Like I haven't even like I mean, okay, let's start with the ones that we're not cutting. We're not cutting Expedition 33. We're not cutting Final Fantasy 6. It's going to take a really, really, really compelling argument for me to cut Nier Automata. Like, I just, like, somebody's going to have to come up with something that, like, you know, I don't know about the order. Like, I think that I think that these three, maybe Expedition 33 is the greatest ever, period. Maybe. But I also think that there's an argument for any of these, except maybe Persona 5. Maybe Persona 5 isn't a top 5. Maybe it wouldn't be number 1. Maybe it wouldn't be number 1. I think that like you can make an argument for Undertale being the greatest OST of all time because of how it's through composed and it's full of leitmotif. And if you know the whole score, I mean it's hundreds of songs, but it's all these motivic themes that are kind of like rearranged and re-examined and in different settings, and so that makes it masterful in and of itself. There's an argument for Final Fantasy VII for being the greatest of all time because it just has some of the most iconic themes in music history, like and some of the melodies, some of those beautiful melodies ever. And you can hear when you think of certain songs in the game, you think of places and events in the game. Like the music just everything just fits so perfectly. Nier Automata could be the greatest OST because of the delicacy, but the brutality and how the music just that carries so many of the scenes in the game, and so much of the quality of the game is bound to the music and what's happening, and how the music toward the end literally carries some of the emotional weight of what's happening. Final Fantasy VI, because it was doing things in its time that shouldn't have even been possible on a 16-bit cartridge. Never mind the fact that it was all put on a 16-bit cartridge along with the entire game and the sound effects and all the dialogue. Okay, thank you, Ellie. I'll come get it in a second. And then Expedition 33 because it's kind of like it's kind of Expedition 33 kind of like completely bridged the gap between video game music, classical music, and contemporary music. It kind of just I don't know. It kind of just I don't know. It just put it all together, and it's so beautiful, and it's such an incredible. The music is such a perfect reflection of the world of the game. So I think that Persona 5 has some iconic tracks. I think that it fits the vibe of the game, like the caper, like like spy games, kind of like Metal Gear Solid, and the songs are catchy and they get stuck in your head, and they're a lot of fun, and you can listen to them later. But I don't go back to the Persona 5 OST as much as I go back to these other ones. Even though I think that it's the best that the score could have possibly been for the game, I think Persona 5 goes to the very tip top of S tier. Now the order here is very difficult. I am comfortable putting Expedition 33 as the greatest score ever in a game. I'm comfortable with that. Do I think it's my favorite ever? It's close. In terms of favorite scores, Nier Automata is right there with it. I think I have to put Nier Automata as 2. you have to play Nier Automata to understand just how good it is. Because, like, I mean, I've streamed the game before, and again, I would play it on my channel if I didn't lose subscribers for doing games on my YouTube, but there's more to it than just the music. There's, like, I don't want to, in case you decide to play the game, I don't, so, like, also, so you've also got to listen, like, there's so much more to the Nier Automata soundtrack than what you hear. So, like, okay. Listen to this. You'll understand a little better. I don't want to give any spoilers away, so, like, it's hard to encapsulate why it's so good. Yeah, it does. That's the thing, Vsauce. It does. I'm just using this track as an example. I mean, this OST is something else. It really is. I can't talk about it without spoiling stuff. I'm trying to let the music speak for itself a little bit without revealing anything. So I know there's people watching that haven't played the game. But like, there's so much more to it. Like, the score to this game brings it to life. I'll play City Ruins after this too. I saw this live too. I saw the Nier Automata concert. It was incredible. It was incredible. with the original singers, original score, original composer, original conductor, everything. It was incredible. Now, like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. All right. So I guess you played Nier Automata. If you know, you know. I mean, it's one of the great. It's goated. It's one of the goats. I mean, if you know, you know. It's a. I mean, masterpiece isn't even the word for this game. Alright, so this is City Ruins. I mean... you could pick any track from this game. Nier Automata didn't get the spectacle that Expedition 33 got. It got overshadowed because it came out the same year as a lot of other really great games, and it was kind of weird, a little bit obscure, really philosophical, cerebral, kind of like not Yoko Taro, the lead developer. He's kind of a weirdo, and everything he does is kind of strange. So it got overshadowed, but it ended up. I mean, it's the GOAT. This game's the GOAT. There's never been a game like it, and I don't think there ever will be again. The gameplay itself isn't even what makes it. I mean, yes, the gameplay is cool and intriguing, but that's not what makes this game what it is. What's that? Major, you have to play this game. Like, put it at the top of your list. And when you play it, get the E ending. Don't stop until you got the E ending. Just keep playing. Don't stop until you got the E ending. It will be unlike anything you've ever experienced in a game or any entertainment medium. I don't want to tell you much about it because you just need to experience it for yourself. I do you a disservice the more I tell you about it. I think that one of the things that I can't stand is that how the fanboys are like hyper-sexualized 2B, the main character. And so that's like, a lot of people just look at it as like, you know, the whole like two booty thing or whatever. Like it just cheapens. It cheapens what this game is supposed to, what it really is. Well, the thing about Nier Automata is, oh man, I don't want to spoil anything. Nier Automata defining, not genre defining, not console defining. It's medium defining. It's once. It's so iconic that it did something that it can't even be copied. It would be such an obvious ripoff if anybody even tried to copy what this game does. That's how iconic this game is, and what the game, the message that it gives, the way it delivers it. Anything else that even tried to emulate it would be it would be an obvious ripoff, and no one tries. Nobody, like, there have been games that have tried to capture some of the style, like Stellar Blade or whatever, but that's just basically like hypersexualized android-looking girl with a sword. Like, what Nier Automata does narratively will never be done again, ever. Of absolute genius. So, I mean, like, I know, like, I hear this song and I know what's happening in the game. Like, I know where you're at. I know what's going on. It's one of those games where every song correlates in your mind to, like, it's ingrained in your mind where you are and what you're doing. I mean, like, the gameplay's difficult. It's hard. It's hard. Well, you can trivialize it as you get into the game, but it's hard at first. It really tests you at first. Do you like game stories? Do stories matter to you in games? Like, are stories important? I'd imagine they are. I'm going to show you the beginning, just the first, like, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and I'll just let you. That's all I'm going to show you. Maybe this will compel you.
すべての存在
Oh,
は
I want English. I mean, the Japanese is amazing, but
Everything that lives is designed to end. We are perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of life and death. Is this a curse? Or some kind of punishment? I often think about the God who blessed us with this cryptic puzzle, and wonder if we'll ever have the chance to kill him.
That's all you get to see. That first quote. Everything that lives is designed to end. We're perpetually trapped in a never-ending spiral of a cycle of life and death. Is this a curse or some kind of punishment? I often wonder about the God who blessed us with this cryptic puzzle, and wonder if we'll ever have a chance to kill him. And the game starts. Like, I'm telling you, oh man. Oh, it's so good. So, alright, I'll leave after this. I'll take off. I need to, I'm already eating, but my eye's holding up pretty well, actually. I think that where I'm at with this, if I took individual pieces, I think it goes Dancing Mad, One Winged Angel, Alicia, then like Megalovania, and then something from Nier. But I think in terms of scores, collectively, I think this is right. Although, I think that Nier and Expedition 33 are interchangeable. I think they are both equally good. Different vibe, different setting, but equally good. Yep, so Expedition 33 / Nier Automata 1 and 2. Final Fantasy 7, Undertale, Final Fantasy 6. Why do you say that? I think, like, well, here's the thing, though. Like, okay, so Nier Automata, Yoko Taro, he doesn't make things he makes things at his own pace. He's made like little side games, and they've remade the other Nier games. But Nier Automata came out in 2017, and Keiichi Okabe was the main composer for it. They haven't pumped out another title since. Really, they, like I said, they did some side stuff, like they did a little mobile game. But mainline Nier, no. I mean that they take their time. What I'm saying is that I think that if you can produce something of quality, I think that the industries will wait on you if you're that good. And I think that Sandfall as a whole, I think that Sandfall has proven through Expedition 33 that, like, let them take their time. Persona's the same way. I mean, Persona games come out very infrequently. Persona 5, I mean, they milked the hell out of it with side stuff, with like filler content. But Persona 5 came out in 2016. But they have a rabid fan base, and people will wait for the quality of it. I hope you're wrong. I mean, you might be right, but I hope that you're wrong. I hope that the reality is that they I hope that they do give him the time to do what he needs to do. Yeah, but he's probably already made so much money off of Expedition 33 alone. He's probably fine for a while. I mean, I can't imagine the royalties he's gotten from this game. He probably became very rich very quickly from Expedition 33. That's fine. I mean, let him. I think that's how Ashley Barrett and Darren Korb are. And they did Hades. I mean, they did Bastion, Transistor, and they did Hades and Hades 2. I mean, and Hades has an incredible OST. And they took their time with those games too. I understand what you're saying, because I think that Expedition 33 went from indie status to like mainstream immediately, and it redefined the genre. A genre that was veritably going stale, and I think they revived it in an incredible way. Then the pressure's on. I think that what the game what the industry's got to realize, with the labels or what the producers, publishers, whatever, got to realize is, like, Expedition 33 was kind of lightning in a bottle, and if they want there to be any chance to create something, like, because what's going to happen is if Sandfall, if a AAA company buys them up and says, here's $100 billion or whatever, not really, but like, here's $2 billion, make what you want to make, but get it out within 2 years, and it flops, people will not trust Sandfall. They will say, you know, like, okay, well, they were good once, but now they're not good anymore. If whoever publishes their next product, if whoever funds them for their next thing is smart, they will say, all right, you take your time, and we trust that you'll produce returns. I mean, look, Expedition 33 was only $50 at release. How many games can do that? Not many. And they made $1 billion from it. I mean, not really $1 billion, but they made a ton of money off Expedition 33, and they didn't even charge regular game prices because the quality of the game was so good. So I think that the way that they need to pitch it, I think the way that the guys at Sandfall need to pitch it is, look what we did. When you let us do things our way, it was profitable. You have to wait a little while, but it was profitable, and it solidified us as indie. Like, even though we're indie, we are immediately a premier development team. Give us the time to do what we want, and we will produce something that will be worthy of your investment. But you can't pressure us at all. And I think that what they, you know, because Clair Obscur is now that's their umbrella brand now, right? That's their series. So they could easily just say, well, look, we don't need you. We have other games already playing the Clair Obscur series. We don't need you. And if you want to, you know, if you want to pressure us, we don't need you. And I think if they stick to their guns, they'll be fine. They don't seem like a game company that's money hungry. I mean, neither is CD Projekt Red, and they kind of bungled Cyberpunk. But I think that the I think that the CD Projekt Red messed up with Cyberpunk because they defied their own formula and set the expectations too high too early and hyped it too much. And then they got pressured to release it. I think if they'd kept Cyberpunk under wraps a little bit longer, not given as many details, or at least not set the expectations so high, and just said, hey, we're doing Cyberpunk, you know, give us time to finish it, and they didn't get into crunch, develop, you know, I know development hell is a thing, but they didn't get into this crunch thing, and they just took their time and, you know, unified their vision before they committed to it, I think they would have done a lot better. Because Cyberpunk, after all the patches, I mean, I played it after after the expansion, after they patched everything, it was a pretty good game. It was good, not incredible, but pretty darn good. It could have been a lot better if they hadn't been under all that pressure. But anyway, I'm gonna go. I've got to take a break, give my eyes a rest, go lay down for a bit. I'll be teaching tomorrow, but thanks for hanging out. Are you in our Discord server? If not, you should join. Yeah, E Flat, are you in the Discord server? Oh. What's your screen name in the Discord server? Hold on. Vox Verstappen. Gotcha. Awesome. Well, thanks for being a part of the community. You're welcome to contribute however you like. Okay, I'm going to take off. Thanks for hanging out, guys. It's always a pleasure. I'm glad that I'm glad my eye was able to hold up. Maybe having this, you know, I don't know if I'd had all my blue light on, if it had held up or not, but, you know, I'm glad that it held up for this. Thank you, everybody. I hope you all have a great evening, and play more video games. Play Nier Automata if you haven't. Take care, everybody. Bye.